In today's video, we'll make the meanings of these signs simple, clear, and easy to remember. Whether you're learning for a driving test or just refreshing your knowledge, this guide is perfect for you. Let's get started. Maximum speed. This sign indicates the highest speed at which vehicles are legally allowed to travel on this road. It is designed to ensure safety and regulate traffic flow. Minimum speed. Drivers are required to maintain a speed at or above the minimum limit indicated. This is to prevent slow-moving vehicles from obstructing traffic flow. End of minimum speed. This sign indicates that the minimum speed limit no longer applies, and drivers may adjust their speed as appropriate to the conditions of the road. Stop and give way. Drivers must bring their vehicle to a complete stop at the stop line and give priority to traffic on the major road before proceeding. National speed limit applies. This sign informs drivers that the default national speed limits apply to the road, depending on its type: single carriageway, dual carriageway, or motorway. End of 20 mph zone. Indicates that the 20 mph speed restriction has ended, and a new speed limit applies. Entry to 20 mph zone marks the start of a zone where the speed limit is restricted to 20 miles per hour. Give way to traffic on major road. This sign warns drivers to yield to traffic on the main road ahead. You must let vehicles on the main road pass before you enter or cross. School crossing patrol. Warns drivers of a crossing point ahead, managed by a school crossing patrol, to assist children in safely crossing the road. No vehicles carrying explosives. Vehicles transporting explosive or hazardous materials are prohibited from entering the area due to safety risks. No overtaking. Overtaking other vehicles is not permitted on this stretch of road, often due to narrow lanes, limited visibility, or high risk of collisions. No motor vehicles. Motorized vehicles, including cars, motorcycles, and scooters, are prohibited from entering this area. No buses over 8 passenger seats. Buses capable of carrying more than 8 passengers are not allowed in this area, often due to road width restrictions or traffic management needs. No cycling. Cyclists are prohibited from using this road or area to ensure their safety and prevent obstruction to other traffic. No entry for vehicular traffic. All types of vehicles are prohibited from entering the area beyond this sign. No vehicles except bicycles being pushed. Motor vehicles and bicycles are not allowed to be ridden in this area, but bicycles may be walked through. No towed caravans. Vehicles towing caravans are prohibited from entering the area, often due to narrow roads or limited parking facilities. No vehicles over width shown. Vehicles wider than the specified limit are not allowed on this road, often due to narrow lanes, bridges, or tunnels. No vehicle or combination over length shown. Prohibits vehicles or combinations longer than the specified length, e.g., a truck with a trailer. No vehicles over height shown. Vehicles taller than the specified height are restricted from entering, often due to low bridges or tunnels. Give priority to vehicles from opposite direction. Informs drivers that they must yield to oncoming traffic in narrow or restricted road sections. No U-turns. U-turns are not permitted at this location due to traffic safety concerns or high traffic volume. No left turn. Drivers are prohibited from turning left at this junction to maintain traffic flow or for safety reasons. No right turn. Turning right is not allowed at this junction due to traffic regulations or safety concerns. No stopping. Vehicles are not permitted to stop in the marked area. This includes stopping to pick up or drop off passengers, load or unload goods. No waiting. Parking or waiting is not allowed in the area marked by this sign, except for brief stops to drop off or pick up passengers. Parking restricted to permit holders. Parking is reserved exclusively for vehicles with valid permits, often in residential or private zones. Keep right tells drivers to stay to the right of the road. It's a regulatory sign that's used in places where traffic can only pass on the right side. Keep left directs drivers to pass on the left side of an obstruction or divider to maintain traffic flow. Ahead only. Vehicles are only permitted to travel straight ahead. Turning left or right is prohibited. Turn right ahead warns drivers that they must turn right at the upcoming junction or road. Turn left ahead. Drivers must turn left at the next junction or road to comply with this mandatory direction. Mini roundabout indicates a small roundabout ahead. Drivers must give way to traffic coming from the right and proceed in a clockwise direction. Vehicles may pass either side to reach same destination. Drivers may pass on either side of an obstruction, such as a traffic island, to continue toward their destination. One-way traffic indicates that the road is a one-way street where vehicles can only travel in the direction shown. Trams only. This road or lane is reserved exclusively for trams. Other vehicles are not permitted to use it. Buses and cycles only. The road or lane is reserved exclusively for buses and cyclists to improve public transport and cyclist safety. Road narrows on left. Warns that the left side of the road will narrow ahead, often due to construction or natural road features. Road narrows on right. The right side of the road will narrow ahead, requiring drivers to adjust their position. Road narrows on both sides. Indicates that the road will narrow from both sides, requiring extra caution and reduced speed. Dual carriageway ends. Indicates that the dual carriageway is about to end, and the road will transition to a single carriageway. T-junction with priority over vehicles from the right. Warns of an upcoming T-junction where drivers on the main road have priority over vehicles from the right. Double bend first to right. Alerts drivers to a series of bends ahead, with the first turning to the right. Double bend first to left. Warns of 2 consecutive bends ahead, starting with a left turn. Staggered junction indicates a staggered intersection ahead, where roads join at different points on the left and right. Traffic merging from left ahead warns that vehicles will merge onto the road from the left ahead, typically from a slip road or lane. Crossroads indicates a crossroads ahead where traffic from all directions may intersect. Uneven road warns of an uneven or bumpy road surface ahead, which may affect vehicle stability. Slippery road alerts drivers to a potentially slippery road surface due to rain, ice, or other conditions. Steep hill upwards indicates a steep incline ahead, which may require lower gears for smooth driving. Steep hill downwards warns of a steep downhill section, where vehicle speed may increase rapidly. Tunnel ahead indicates an upcoming tunnel where lighting, ventilation, and speed restrictions may apply. Opening or swing bridge ahead warns that there is a swing or lifting bridge ahead, which may be in operation. Falling or fallen rocks alerts drivers to the possibility of loose or fallen rocks on the road ahead. Bend to left indicates a single bend ahead, turning to the left. Bend to right warns of a single bend ahead, turning to the right. Two-way traffic straight ahead indicates that the road ahead accommodates traffic in both directions. Two-way traffic crosses one-way road warns that a one-way road ahead intersects with a two-way road. Roundabout indicates the presence of a roundabout ahead, where vehicles must circulate in a clockwise direction. Traffic signals warns of traffic signals ahead, indicating controlled intersections or pedestrian crossings. Traffic signals not in use indicates that the traffic signals ahead are not operational, and drivers must follow normal right-of-way rules. Low-flying aircraft, or sudden aircraft noise, warns of areas near airstrips where aircraft may fly low, potentially causing sudden loud noises. Zebra crossing indicates a pedestrian crossing, marked with black and white stripes, where pedestrians have the right-of-way. Pedestrians in road ahead warns that pedestrians may be present on or near the road ahead, particularly in areas with no designated footpaths. Level crossing without barrier or gate ahead warns of a railway crossing ahead without barriers or gates to prevent entry. Level crossing with barrier or gate ahead indicates a railway crossing with barriers or gates that may close to block traffic. Trams crossing ahead warns of tram tracks crossing the road ahead. Frail or blind or disabled pedestrians likely to cross road ahead indicates areas where frail, blind, or disabled pedestrians are likely to cross. Wild horses or ponies warns of areas where wild horses or ponies may cross or wander onto the road. Accompanied horses or ponies indicates that horses being led or ridden are likely to be on or near the road ahead. Wild animals crossing warns of areas where wild animals are likely to cross the road, especially in rural or forested areas. Cattle crossing indicates that cattle may cross or be on the road ahead, particularly in farming areas. Side winds warns of areas prone to strong crosswinds, which may affect vehicle stability. Risk of ice indicates that the road surface may be icy and slippery, especially during cold weather. Soft verges warns of soft road edges that may not support the weight of a vehicle if driven onto. Cycle route ahead indicates a designated route for cyclists ahead. Traffic cues, likely ahead, warns of the likelihood of slow-moving or stationary traffic ahead. Risk of grounding indicates that vehicles with low ground clearance may scrape or become stuck on the road ahead, such as at steep inclines or humps. Quayside or riverbank warns of a nearby quayside or riverbank where there is a risk of falling into the water. Hump bridge indicates a hump bridge ahead, which may obstruct forward visibility or require reduced speed. Worded warning sign, a sign displaying specific warnings or instructions in text form, indicating potential dangers or necessary actions. End of motorway indicates the end of the motorway, where motorway rules no longer apply, and the type of road ahead may change. Loose chippings warns of loose stones or gravel on the road that may be thrown up by passing vehicles, posing risks of damage and reduced traction. Roadworks indicates ongoing road maintenance or construction work, often accompanied by temporary traffic management measures. Slow-moving or stationary works vehicle blocking a traffic lane warns of slow-moving or stationary vehicles related to roadworks occupying part of the road. That's the end of today's video. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with others, and don't forget to subscribe for more quick and easy guides. Drive safe, and we'll see you in the next one.